Football season, we are smack dab in it, and no matter who you're rooting for, we know that each team makes adjustments to get to the goal line. So how can you do the same thing if you're nearing or in retirement? Well, we've got the team coaches, Gary Mattson and Laurel Steward, the father-daughter team at Mattson Financial Services here. They're a firm that's been helping people retire successfully right here in Michigan for decades. You can also catch them on their popular radio show, Money Mentors. Gary, Laurel, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for
Good to
being
be here.
Game plan, that's what we need,
Yes.
right? And you're our coaches, right? So what does a game plan look like from Mattson Financial?
Yeah, I think that's where, we come in and we talk to you being the client, wondering what are you looking for? What are your goals in retirement? And let's help you achieve those. So we'll be that coach on your side. We'll put that playbook together so you can see step by step what that looks like.
And of course, no matter how good a game plan is, we see coaches every Sunday making adjustments at halftime.
yeah.
So, I mean, audibles, adjustments, I'm sure we need some.
And I think that's where most plans fail for people out there, is they don't have different strategies available to them. And so there are investment strategies we want to use. And if one strategy like the buy and hold strategy worked all the time, well, that's all we would use. But once again, we have to change strategies depending on what's going on in the marketplace. If you have nothing but great tight ends running down the field and you can't throw a pass, guess what? You can have the greatest, most wonderful guys out there, all the Kelseys in the world out there, but if you can't have somebody throw the ball to them, it's going to fail. So again, different strategies along with different investment choices is a key when you have these tough times.
And a lot of people think, I got to get a number. All right, I got to save up this much money. But you tell us that it's more about an income plan than it is about how much we've got saved up, right?
That's exactly it. People might come to us and say, oh, I have this pile of money here, but I don't know what to do with it. Or also, is it enough? We have people who come in and they're 401k millionaires and they've stashed away all these acorns, which is great. But now they're looking at it and saying, well, what do I need every month to pay my bills? So we really plug ourselves into that situation there and talk about, what are the passions? What are the things you're going to be doing? Let's talk about your budget. I know a lot of people are like, oh, budget, I don't want to track any of that. And we get that, but simply you have credit card statements. You know what goes in and out of your bank. And those are just some of the details that we can help you with, formulate your income goal. And then we look at it and say, here's the money you've saved, and here's the income goal you have, and how that looks over the next 30, 40 years.
And that's an income plan. And so what about these insurance products? I mean, we hear the past few years, more and more people saying using insurance products as income sources.
Yeah, the problem with annuities and products like that we've talked about in the past is that the interest rates weren't there. And so you're getting very, very low return, 1%, 2%, 3% on those products. Now interest rates are back up. Now we can give really good competitive rates, but also bonds are up as well. So what tool should you use for your portfolio really calls upon what you're trying to do with your dollars. If it's something that you can put off and delay, that may be a great tool. But if it's something that you don't want to tie money up and have total access, it may not be a good tool. So it's so important to have somebody understand all the different facets of annuities and insurance products, and does it fit you? That's why we're kind of famous for our red pen, saying this is the negative of this. You've heard about it, well, that's the positive, but here's the negative. Can you deal with that? Is that going to be okay for you? If it's not, let's not use that.
I love that you don't put any shine on it, right?
No.
I mean, because of course there's lots of pros, but there are cons too, and we have to be comfortable with both to make that decision. Getting older, obviously, nearing retirement, you kind of have to plan for health care, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
healthcare costs are going to happen, and they just seem to be going up every single year.
So true. It's crazy to see. And so we always talk about this as one of those facets. I mean, you think retirement, we talk about everything underneath that umbrella. That's why we specialize in the retirement area. But we have a health solutions company now as well, where we're able to offer Medicare and marketplace insurance. And so we've brought that in-house just to make sure we can have these conversations. Let's say you're wanting to be one of those individuals who's retiring at 62. Prior to 65 when you can have Medicare. So what do we do to bridge that gap for the next 3 years? Maybe you're able to receive an insurance subsidy so you don't have to pay it all out of pocket. Well, that needs to be really communicated from the agent on the health solutions side to the advisor, because if then the client comes to us and says, oh, I'm looking for a distribution of $50,000, that's probably going to blow up your supplemental plan. So there's a lot of conversations and strategies to be had.
Teamwork.
Absolutely.
And then speaking of teamwork, I like having coaches that can do the work for me, because we did the work. We worked for decades and saved up our money, and now there's so many moving parts. It's so nice to just be like, you guys got it. I'm going fishing, right?
Yes.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, it's having the experts in the room for you and understanding that as we explain the plan, it's your plan, it's set up for you, it's going to meet your needs and take you all the way through retirement.
Okay, so how does somebody get that started? They want something specifically for them, their goals, their dreams, their desires. How do I get this enhanced plan?
Yes, so you can be one of the first 5 callers if you're getting ready to retire or already retired. You can give us a call and we'll find a time for you to meet with one of our fiduciary advisors on our team to start talking about what does retirement mean to you.
Perfect. That's a great offer. You want to do it? Well, you should. You at home, take advantage of that special deal. There's the number on the screen. Take advantage of it from Mattson Financial if you're in or near retirement. Well, you got Gary, Laurel, Taylor, the whole team waiting for you. Going to sit down with you to personalize and customize an enhanced retirement plan just for you. It's a comprehensive plan that includes a look at your investments, your income sources, taxes, and so much more to help get you to and through that retirement you deserve. Reserve one of those spots now. Call 1-800-536-8907. That's 1-800-536-8907.